or position for grades 2 plus to 5. It says short sitting or supine. Now, if you're in supine, we're not going against gravity, right? So how do I do a grade 3 in this position?
You have to give the resistance of gravity.
Okay, so Trent, here's the motion I want you to do, to bring your foot in like that. Okay? So he's not going against gravity really, so I'm going to be gravity for a grade 3. So I'm giving my resistance in what direction?
Planar flexion.
Planar flexion and
eversion.
Can you do that movement for me, please? Do that movement and curl it in. Okay. That's what it's saying in the parentheses there, where it says in supine.
Thank you.
Add some resistance to dorsiflexion and inversion, not in the direction of dorsiflexion and inversion, but to dorsiflexion and inversion to make up for gravity. That's what that means. I'm giving resistance here into the direction of planar flexion and eversion. I'm resisting his dorsiflexion and inversion. But it's just a little bit. It's my best guess as to the resistance of gravity to that. So that's what that means there. So anything to clarify about that?
So gravity is working on the mass, right? And since it's
working on the what?
It's the mass.
Well, but we're not really going, maybe a tiny bit against gravity at first, but really you're going, in a horizontal plane. So not really, and then you're doing inversion.
Right.
So it's not really against gravity like when you're sitting.
Yeah, but if you were sitting, there's basically going to be very little gravity acting on your foot.
Yeah.
So the force is pretty minimal. Really.
Yes, you're right. So it's very minimal. By the way, what else should I be doing if I'm measuring this in supine?
Covering.
Well, he's got
Pillow under his knees.
He's got these. So he's okay. Yeah, we need the knee inflection, so let me show what I mean by that, okay? Because sometimes, here's what students will do sometimes on the skills test. They'll be very proud of themselves. And then I'll just ruin their day.
No, not you.
They'll do this. All right, what do you think about that? Not really 30 degrees of flexion, probably. So you'll do better rolling up a pillow. You lift it up. Okay, that's about how much knee flexion you ought to have.
And that is for dorsiflexion?
Or plantar flexion, which one? Which one would I want to do this for? Don't look at your notes. Yes, all right. What motion at the ankle could be affected if the knee is extended?
This is tricky.
No, it's not.
So the knee, you have the gastrocnemius that is above the knee, which inserts at the Achilles, the calcaneus, which does. Well,
you're going through the whole process, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure it out.
Right. Okay. So you've got the right muscle, gastrocnemius. If I have the knee extended, what could that do at the heel when I try to do dorsiflexion?
Okay, right.
It could limit the amount of dorsiflexion, right? So I'm trying to put some slack on the gastrocnemius so it won't interfere with dorsiflexion. Because that's how I would lengthen the plantar flexors. I would extend the knee and dorsiflex the foot, right? When you do that stretch, for your plantar flexors, it's like this. Extended knee, dorsiflexed ankle. So we're trying to eliminate that stretching of the gastroc. All right, anything else to clarify? All right, Stacy's looking out the window now, so let's take a break.